guys, welcome back to another episode of Adventures in 30K Media. Thank you for coming by and tuning in. Hope you guys are all doing well. This video is going to be about the 5 things that I hate or dislike about the Prius C. It's actually a really great car, but this video is more geared on the things that I noticed during my 4th, 5th year of ownership of the car. I've had it for a while. I did most of the maintenance myself on it. You guys can follow the videos in the other sections of my YouTube channel, but nevertheless, I think this Prius is a great car. It gets you from point A to point B. It's cheap on gas, and that's one of the biggest things. I think nobody expected 2022 to be such a crazy year with inflation and all this stuff going on, and gas prices are like out the door. You know, it's about $7 and something cents over here in California. So, but that's just another discussion in itself. But let's just get right to the point. 5 things I dislike about the Prius C. So number 1 is being the infotainment system. I bought the car with built-in navigation, touchscreen and everything, but I realized that I couldn't really use that. It's really useless. Talk about it more in this section right here. Take a look. So this infotainment system, sometimes it works flawlessly, but sometimes it has a little bit of like quirks here and there. So one of the things that I noticed was that GPS sometimes lags. So if you kind of hit home when you want to use a GPS, it's literally like not a really good system at all. I mean, it's good that it has a feature, but when I was using it the first couple of days that I bought the car, I realized that I couldn't really rely on this built-in navigation system. I hadn't used like Google Maps or Waze. It's way better than using this Toyota built-in one. But nevertheless, it's good that it has it. It just lags a little bit, and interface is kind of wonky. The GUI is a little bit hard to navigate, so you're gonna have to take some time to get used to it. But even myself, like going around try to input settings and cities and addresses, it just took a lot of time to navigate. So you're a lot better off using your phone for this. And the second point I wanted to talk about was just catalytic converter theft, right? I noticed that a lot of Priuses were getting their catalytic converters stolen, and people were like buying these off of like the black market or selling them to kind of make money off of it. And it's kind of an afterthought where if I park in my car in the street or like on the sidewalk somewhere, or like I'm going out in downtown, I'm kind of like cautious of where I park. I try to park like, you know, in more like bright lit areas, crowded people, parking structures with like security cameras. I haven't had my catalytic converter stolen yet, but I've seen a lot of people, especially around Los Angeles area, that have had their catalytic converter stolen. So it's something to be, you know, proactive about when you buy this car. The third thing I wanted to talk about was actually the acceleration of this car. It is just a 1.5 liter engine. It's a hybrid model with barely 99 horsepower, so you're going to have a lot of problems getting up to speed, especially if you're merging on the freeway. As you take in a couple of video clips right here, you can just take a look. But I really have to like step on the gas and kind of floor it to get, you know, from 0 to 60 in like, I don't know exact top of my head, but probably like 7, 8, 9 seconds. But this car is not really like a super quick car. It's only about like 2,500 pounds, so you do pick up speed. If you're Ubering or Lyft and you're watching this video, a lot of people out there put it in eco mode, and I think you save like, you know, a little bit more money on gas there. But I don't really put it on eco mode because, you know, I don't think the difference in gas is really that much. So I kind of want to have that more quick acceleration. But you're gonna get used to that when you when you're actually going from like a all gas powered car to like a hybrid car, where you're going to get used to that acceleration. It's pretty slow, so keep in mind right there. Another thing I wanted to talk about was basically just like the understeer, you know, understeering going into the corners. I think the car does have very narrow tires, so when you're driving and when you're turning, if you're going to a corner like too fast, you're gonna like understeer a little bit, and you'll notice that you gotta either tap on the brake or slow down the car to gotta get into that corner. So understeering is a thing. Priuses aren't really like performance cars. They get you from point A to point B. Super low cost in maintenance. So these tires are like probably 3 to 3.5 years old, and I haven't had to change them. They've been like, you know, wearing great. I switch them, rotate them every oil change every 10,000 miles. So something to keep in mind. Not a big deal if you're just like people that buy Prius. I think they drive like pretty slow anyway. So I think you'll be safe in that category. And the fourth thing I want to talk about was just like the moonroof, right? And the moonroof, I bought this car like thinking that the moonroof was going to be a cool feature and everything like that, but there is a slight rattle, so especially if you're going over bumps and whatnot, you're gonna have to be cautious about like just rattling. I can see why people want to buy cars without moonroofs now, because, you know, like they leak, they cause wind noise, and when you wash cars, especially if the seals are like old and deteriorated, you might leak water into the cabin. But I haven't had any of those issues yet. But I do experience some wind noise here and there from time to time, especially if you're like driving on the freeway with the kind of moonroof, like not open, but a little bit like just like kind of like gapped a little bit, and you're on Bluetooth in the car with the infotainment system not being the greatest, oh, you're gonna have a lot of like feedback for sure. So keep in mind, moonroof is great and everything, but it does rattle from time to time, so let's keep tabs on that. So the last point was that I was talking about the space. The space is very limited in the car, so make sure you kind of keep that in mind, be proactive, be mindful when you go out and taking passengers, or picking up people from the airports. If they have like large suitcases or like luggages, you're gonna have to fold the rear seats down. The rear trunk in the Prius C is very small, so you won't be able to fit much stuff except for like just a couple of like tool boxes and some minimal parts that you own. So with that being said, I mean, that's the 5 points of the Prius C that I thought I kind of disliked, but by no means are these deal breakers. I love the car, and if I were to go back in time, I would buy it all over again. And hopefully you guys liked the video, and then please like, comment, and subscribe below, and let me know what you guys think. And stay tuned for other videos, and watch the other Prius videos I have on my channel if you guys need to do maintenance on your car, or just kind of get like an idea of the car. If you're thinking about buying one, hopefully that helps. So take care guys, stay safe, and talk to you soon. Peace.